नमस्ते फ्रेंड्स, आप सभी का एक बार फिर से वेलकम। और फ्रेंड्स, बात करते हैं कुछ बैंकिंग अपडेट्स पे। तो पहला, व्हाई लोन्स नॉट गिवन इजीली, व्हाई ब्रांचेस नॉट ओपनड इन रूरल एरियाज, PSC asks Parliamentary Committee asks strict questions from the government banks. A parliamentary panel has urged public sector banks to stop using a rigid bureaucratic approach when giving loans to common people. The Public Accounts Committee (PAC), led by senior Congress MP KC Benugopal, raised this issue during a meeting held on Tuesday, where top officials from the Ministry of Finance, Reserve Bank of India, and four major banks appeared to answer questions on banking reforms. PAC यानी कि पब्लिक अकाउंट्स कमेटी, जिसको हेड कर रहे थे कांग्रेस के MP श्री केसी वेणुगोपालन ने, उस मीटिंग में ये प्रश्न उठाए थे। RBI studying impact of US tariffs bill to ban fake lending apps underway. During the session, officials informed the committee that the RBI is closely monitoring the potential effects of this new US tariff policy. According to them, this change might benefit India in the long run, as many global companies could prefer India over China for setting up business. Senior bank officials face questions on key issues. Senior representatives from State Bank of India, Punjab National Bank, Canara Bank and Indian Bank, along with RBI Governor Sanjay Mehrotra and Deputy Governor Mr. Rajeshwar Rao, attended the meeting. The panel questioned them on several important topics, including cyber security and digital frauds, student loans, financial inclusion in rural areas, non-performing assets, and UPI regulation and reforms. Concern over access to loans for the marginalized communities. The panel raised strong concern over how students from the marginalized groups, especially those from fishing communities, are struggling to get loans. MPs asked the banks to avoid unnecessary paperwork and red tape. Instead, they suggested an entrepreneurial and the inclusive approach that encourages more people to apply for loans without fear of rejection. Financial inclusion and rural banking is still a challenge. MPs also questioned why banks are not meeting the target of opening branches every 5 kilometers in rural areas, a key goal under the financial inclusion drive. They also discussed the need for a better system to catch digital fraud early to protect innocent. When the discussion turned to schemes like Jan Dhan Yojana and Mudra loans, officials said that these schemes are being implemented successfully. They revealed that 52 crores Mudra loan accounts have been opened. However, MPs were not satisfied with just the account numbers. They asked for the exact details on how many people benefited and how many jobs were created. Since this data was not immediately available, officials were told to send it in writing. Language barrier issues and employee transfer also discussed. MP also brought up the issue of bank staff being transferred from Hindi-speaking states to non-Hindi-speaking areas, which is causing problem in customer service due to language barriers. Bank officials replied that the recruitment processes have now been changed to ensure staff posted in regional areas are familiar with the local language. Concerns were also raised about the recent merger of regional rural banks and how this has led to unnecessary staff transfer and the operational difficulties. Capital infusion and loan write-off question. The committee also questioned the government's decision to invest around 8,800 crores as capital in SBI. MP Venugopal asked about support for people affected by the natural disaster. Officials said that for those who lost their lives, their loans are written off, others are given some relief in repayment terms. During the financial year 2017-18, SBI raised rupees 50,000 crore of equity through QIP, which was the largest ever in India and third largest in Asia Pacific at the time. The government in turn had infused 8,800 crores. ये पीएससी जो कमेटी थी उसके बारे में जो बैंकों से क्वेश्चन किए जा रहे थे वो इस टॉपिक पे थे। थैंक यू फ्रेंड्स, नमस्ते।